What's up, GG Nation, GG Legion, your fella again, Straussman, the GG. Welcome to another episode of Golden God and Friends, podcast episode 17. Thank you so much for 11,300 views. We're almost at 11,300 views. Appreciate all the love. I want to say I do apologize for the TMNT trailer yesterday. It's a little laggy, but when I went to redo it, I didn't like it because it wasn't my raw reaction. It was a very fake reaction. So, on here we don't do that. We're, as you know, we're very unscripted. Usually I just have a outline to talk about, but this podcast is going to be free flowing and everything. And breaking news, exclusive interview with Josh McDaniels. Oh, it's just Chad. Never mind. Welcome back to the podcast,
on
Chad.
Screen. I know I was here.
I know. I wish we don't have a camera guy, Chad.
Yeah, that's true. You could have panned it.
Dude, what's up, Chad? Welcome back to the podcast, episode 17. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. Why don't we start out with your New England Patriots, my man?
Play some defense.
How did you feel about the Super Bowl? Like the Patriots fan, just reaction to Super Bowl. I know you guys lost, but I just have to say a little karma. A little karma, because on the phone you were like Nick Foles was garbage, and you lit your ass
I
up.
don't think Nick Foles is any good. I still don't think Nick Foles is any good. If Nick Foles would have played the Jacksonville Jaguars, Nick Foles would have got lit up.
Get out of screen, Chad.
Well, no, I said this to a lot of people. Well, I say this all the time.
You do.
With the Patriots, like, people are calling for our heads. People think we're done. No, like Tom Brady,
you'll be there.
40-year-old Tom Brady just threw for 505 yards in the Super Bowl against.
No, he threw for 600. I thought
it's 505. 28-48 for 505 yards. He actually finished with a higher QBR than Nick Foles did.
He did.
Nick Foles' little interception, but
it literally the only thing that literally happened.
Bro, no defense.
It was. If you love offense, it was the most amazing offensive game.
It's your kind of football game, truthfully.
If you like defense, you're
not
not a
at
game
all.
for you. But there was literally Michigan on Michigan crime there, where Brandon Graham. That was literally the play. That was it. That determined the Super Bowl.
It's only sacked the whole game.
Because you literally thought
one sack the entire game.
Everybody and their mama thought Brady was going to drive down and win that shit.
Who would have thought 40-year-old Tom Brady wouldn't get sacked more than once?
Yeah.
Against that pass rush.
Imagine that I think it was Amendola. If Amendola just sets his feet and just throws a little lob pass, Brady would have had a 40-yard touchdown.
Yeah,
40-yard touchdown.
He wouldn't have had a 40-yard touchdown. He would have had like a 15-yard first down.
You think so?
Yeah, but like people are like making.
I don't know. It was wide open. There was no one there.
Well, people are praising the Eagles for calling that play and scoring that touchdown.
First of all,
bro, we just tried that 2 drives ago.
And first of all, that was our thing. We did it on the Packers week 17.
And that was a way easier play because Tom Brady had to pitch the ball and then go out on a route. Nick Foles did his little fake nonsense, walked up to the line.
Yeah, they weren't expecting it. Yeah.
Walked up to the end zone. It was it was a piece of cake.
It was easy to throw. Like I said, if Amendola, I think it was Amendola.
I believe it was Amendola. I can't remember.
If he just sets his feet and just lobs it a little bit, he's there.
Truthfully, it should have been Julian Edelman.
Kent State QB.
Just like 4 or 5 years ago when we played against
Baltimore. That trick play. When you had your amazing season.
I'm not worried. Brandon Cooks got knocked out in the second quarter.
Dude, he got lit up.
Bro, it's two games in a row that are. I'm not gonna say it was headhunting, but 2 weeks in a row we had our top receiving target, go out with a concussion, and there's nothing you can do about that. And I think it's actually going to cause a big problem for the NFL because if you're going to let defenders knock people out of games and just give them 15-yard penalties, you're going to start seeing it more often. Because the Jags doing it against Gronk, it didn't hurt the Jags. Somehow it helped us. I think I think it actually helped them. I think it actually messed up the Jags more because they took their foot off the pedal after.
Yeah, that's what I say. Yeah, they got really safe. They played too. They didn't play to win.
You can't do that against us.
No, you can't do that.
We're too good to not stomp on our throats when you can.
Yeah.
Like you want to bury us. You don't ever want to see Tom come back.
Even
on the
if they
field
do
multiple times.
bury you, like they
And,
come
well,
back.
yeah, most of the time they do come back.
Like the
But no,
previous Super
But
Bowl,
no,
yeah, 25
if
to
Atlanta,
3 or 28 to 3.
If Atlanta doesn't try to be Atlanta and try to involve Julio as much as they do, and not this past Super Bowl, but the one before, Atlanta's your Super Bowl champions.
Yeah.
We're not talking about us trying to repeat, So, it's football. It is what it is.
Yeah.
You got to compete every week, and when you don't play defense, it's hard to win games.
Yeah, well, both teams didn't. So
You
I mean,
guys know that more than anybody.
thanks.
That's why you hired a defense coordinator as a coach.
Hey, I think we had the third most. We caused the third most turnovers this year. So
Okay, we allowed the most yards in the NFL.
yeah, it was.
We were technically the NFL's worst defense, but we were like top 5 in red zone stats. So
Yeah, you were
really
like
all
top
that
10,
matters.
yeah, top 5. Matty P's defense. I'm excited for Matty P. As a Lions fan, I know a lot of you guys are emotional lesbians and like totally just judged him from that one game. Like, oh, he's gonna be terrible. Like, guys, you can't judge a guy's 14-year career
No.
on one
No.
Super Bowl when he won the previous one.
And then,
He won like 5.
we were missing a lot of talent on the field.
Yeah, you were. You
We had
didn't
a
have.
lot of healthy scratches, unfortunately, in Malcolm Butler. And
What do you think of that though? Like, how did you feel? Like, why? What was the reasoning behind it? What happened?
I had a feeling that he had a bad week of practice.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to say that there weren't other things. I'm not a part of the Patriots organization. I have no idea what the hell goes on there.
Yeah.
But it's a typical move for us to make. I've seen us bench Richard Seymour one game and trade him the next, And Richard Seymour's a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
I've seen us let go of Lawyer Malloy, and Lawyer Malloy is a Hall of Famer.
Yeah,
I've seen us let go of Ty Law, and Ty Law is a Hall of Famer. I've seen us trade Chandler Jones just because we were like, we're not going to pay you.
He's definitely.
Same thing with Jamie Collins.
I would definitely say he's your best corner. And I think that's why a lot of people are criticizing
Stephon is better. Stephon is a better cornerback. There's a reason why.
I don't know. Like,
Okay.
they paid him more. They paid Stephon. They gave Stephon
Look,
the money.
Malcolm's a good player. Malcolm's a very good cover
He's going to get
corner.
paid by somebody.
And he is going to get paid by somebody. He definitely deserves it.
Hey, you
but
might be a Detroit
that one
Lions.
Super Bowl play does not,
Yeah.
it doesn't make up a career. That one Super Bowl play isn't going to save you 3 years down the line when you're when you're having a statistically down year for him, because he was like, I don't know if it was because of his matchups all year or just
Maybe they
because,
figured him out. Maybe they figured him out.
But he's small, so putting a big receiver on him, he struggles. That's Corey Davis's touchdown against the Titans. Which Malcolm had perfect coverage on. It's just Malcolm's 6 foot tall and Corey Davis is 6'5".
Yeah, he's a big dude. He's a big kid.
It's hard to cover big receivers, and as receivers keep getting bigger, you kind of need bigger cornerbacks.
Yeah, it's
Malcolm's really small.
But
Malcolm's fast, but
you don't see a lot of big corners lately.
Nelson Aguilar would have ran all over Malcolm Butler.
I think so too. I don't know if it really changes the game. I don't
think it does.
I think it mentally helps you better, but I don't know if this Super Bowl was just intended.
I don't think it changes the score. I don't think it changes the outcome.
I think the Super Bowl was just intended to be a ridiculous, score fest, which was great. I liked it. It was fun. You didn't know who was going to win.
It was.
How did you feel about that Eagle touchdown though, where the one where they took the lead and
the Clement touchdown?
Where he was he looked like he was out of bounds.
Yeah, the Ertz touchdown was definitely a touchdown. I have no complaints about that. I don't even know why it took him that long to
to me that was a touchdown.
Check it out.
Hey.
The Clement one was more 50-50, but they called it a touchdown on the field, and
which is crazy because usually Patriots get that call. Usually they're like, if that was for sure, if that was a Detroit Lion that made that play, that would have been not called a touchdown.
Or if it was Dez Bryant.
Yeah.
I don't know. Who knows? Hopefully next year we'll figure out what the hell it catches.
Yeah, I think they need to really decide on it. They can't.
They need to refine the rule more.
Yeah.
And take out a lot of the fluff.
All right, so more New England talk. Sorry, but this is just a really interesting story. As we know, Lions fans, we got Matty P. Very excited to have him, but that's not what we're going to talk about. There was a more interesting story about an offensive coordinator who agreed to go to Indy, literally had his bags packed, hired 3 coordinators that were in Indianapolis's building, but goes, hey, I'm staying. What do you think of Josh McDaniels?
Ladies and gentlemen, this is why you should always get in written contract form anything you want done.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because if you don't, if it's not written down and it has not been signed on...
You think they should change the rule a little bit?
No.
Let guys get an early head start? Because it's so tough on that team. Now the Colts are in a bad shape.
The fact that you can even talk to assistant coaches during the season, during the playoffs, I think is bullshit. So you shouldn't even be able to have preliminary talks with coaches until the season is completely over.
There we go. But there's a change of rule right there. Do you want that to be like that?
I don't really care if it happens because the majority of the time something like this isn't happening.
Yeah.
But then again, when you get offered the keys to the Ferrari, bro, like, what are you supposed to do?
I literally think that's what it is. I think he's going to be...
I think he also finally realized that if Andrew Luck isn't 100%, like, he is stuck with Jacoby Brissett.
I think...
And which isn't a bad thing. I don't think Jacoby's a bad quarterback.
Well, yeah, he was your guy. He was your guy for a little... Well, he was your third round.
McDaniels might have even drafted him. Who knows?
You know, I think that has a little bit to do with it, but he already knew about that. This was a done deal.
No, I think he figured out a little more about Andrew Luck as he kept talking his way into it. So the closer it got to the end, he might even himself have...
Dude, his bags...
I'm pretty sure his family was even on the plane.
Dude.
And then had him get
Dude,
off.
he hired 3 coordinators that were in Indianapolis' building. So those guys are stuck with jobs without the guy they want.
That's what happens when you don't sign a
And
contract.
this is what I really think happened. Kraft was like, dude, we lost our defensive coordinator. I don't want to lose Josh.
That's but this has happened to us before.
You always lose him.
But
really you clearly love Josh. Like, you really love Josh McDaniels.
We lost Weiss and Cornell both in the same year.
Yeah, but you guys love Josh McDaniels. Like, he's a New England staple.
Yes and no.
And
a lot of people don't like him in New England, to tell you the truth.
Well, they think he's a snake.
No, not really. A lot of people just think he's slightly overrated.
Yeah, I think, well, because he hasn't had success anywhere else. He was Denver's head coach.
His success is linked to Tom.
And when he was the Rams OC, he was terrible. He was terrible there. Like, but when
horrible.
But literally, I think Kraft really likes him, and Kraft's like, hey,
yeah, he does.
He's like, I'm gonna give you more money, and we're gonna get like they didn't agree to this, but they like handshake, like, hey, when Belichick's done, you're gonna be an next head coach.
By the way, I'll call this right now. If this upcoming season isn't Tom and Bill's last, it is gonna be.
I think it's like 3 years down the line.
2 years left. It'll be next year and the year after, and it won't be anymore.
This is what I think is gonna happen. I think Tom and Bill are gonna retire together.
More than likely.
Bill is not gonna start over.
I don't think he would have to start over. Especially if he got someone in that he liked, like he did with Jimmy G.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Jimmy G's gone now.
I don't think he's at the age where he's done it all.
Yeah,
like, he's
got nothing left to prove.
Yeah. As one, if not the best coach to ever coach football.
Yeah, you guys always get the best out of everybody, no matter who you got. Like
does.
Chris Hogan.
He does.
Chris Hogan.
He does specifically.
Yeah, he does. Like Chris Hogan didn't do shit for Buffalo, but as soon as you get him,
just think about blowing up. Just think about all the players he's given second chances to, like Amendola.
Yes.
Even Julian, man.
Like, I actually think Amendola was better as a Ram, personally. I know he balled out playoff time for you though. Like
he always does.
He had that amazing catch against Jacksonville.
You can go back a couple years.
I think Edelman is much better than Amendola. I think he's your guy.
Danny for a reason.
Yeah, he balled out. Like, he really did. Like,
I mean, with Amendola, who else did he bring over? Last year he brought over Chris Long.
Yeah, and Chris Long.
Chris Long won another Super Bowl, obviously.
LeGarrette Blount.
With the LeGarrette Blount thing. LeGarrette's a good running back, and I just don't think people realize that.
Well, dude, he ran 1,000+ yards for you guys, but he I think he only ran like 600 for the Eagles this year. But he had that big one, obviously, in the game, but it's just you guys get the best out of everybody.
Yeah,
like
usually do.
The thing is, Blount is considered a problem. You know, he goes to the Steelers, he doesn't do. They cut him. He goes to New England and he just tears it up. Just tears it up. That's the thing. You guys get the best.
Up there, I think Bill gets them to realize, like, let's
James
just
Harrison,
do your job and
another one this year. James Harrison.
Well, it's not like James Harrison can't play. I would love to see him back.
Yeah, but the Steelers, for whatever reason, were like, hey, buddy, You've been a
We're just-
lifelong Steeler.
Bro.
But we're gonna get rid of you.
Football teams are just idiots.
They are.
When
They
players
are.
get a little old, they get a little scared. You just gotta know how to use them right and be up front with them.
Have you seen his
can't-
workouts? They're
you can't-
ridiculous.
Yeah, bro. The guy's
Ridiculous.
a machine.
Dude, he's not normal.
No,
That's not
no.
a normal person.
He's like AP.
But back to Josh, it's just a strange thing. It's just a weird thing. It just
No,
makes
but
the Colts look so
I think it's
bad right now.
I don't think it makes the Colts look bad. It
And honestly, I watched the GM's press
people are
conference.
mad at Josh McDaniels, but who cares?
Like,
We're gonna win.
not to cut you off, like, I watched the Colts press conference, and I feel like the GM handled it a lot better than
Oh,
I
yeah.
thought. Some of
Except
the
for
emotion
the end.
came out. Some of the emotion came out, but he handled it a lot. Like, you could
What he
clearly
said at
tell
the
he was
end
hurt.
Funny.
Yeah.
The rivalry is back. You don't even have a quarterback. Get outta
Like,
here.
I'm excited for that game next year. If Luck comes back, and
I don't know why you'd be excited for that game.
well, just the emotion, the emotion of it, because they did you dirty, they did them dirty. Like it's gonna be.
Yeah, dude, you don't understand how pissed off all of us are because that deflated.
Oh yeah, big time. I know.
The ball's a little squishy. Oh, deflating footballs. Sorry.
Tom Brady's paying those ball boys. I'm telling you, but it's just a weird thing. It's just you don't see this usually because he literally was there. Like
Yeah,
he was
Trust me, I was surprised when I
It's
saw
just
the
really
message saying that.
odd. You
Josh
think
McDaniels decides to not go
so
Colts. I was like,
for
what?
this? So for this role, if he does it for whatever reason, someone else becomes available like 2 or 3 years down the line, and Kraft's like, you know what? I lied to you, buddy. You're not going to be the head coach of New
Yo,
England.
Robert Kraft is ruthless.
He is. Do you think this hurts his chances at a head coaching?
No,
gig?
no. Because someone a year or two from now is going to be dying to have an offense coordinator, and he's still going to be on the top of the list.
It's
So,
just, it's just really
next
odd.
time, instead of just verbally agreeing upon something, make him sign a contract, and it's that simple.
The thing is, do the DeAndre Jordan thing. Just lock him in the room. Have Blake Griffin, Doc Rivers, Chris Paul. Everybody's locking her.
Yo,
You
that's messed up
signed this
though.
deal.
'Cause Paul left, Blake got traded.
Yeah, everybody's gone. I'm shocked DeAndre didn't get traded. Unless
So am I.
okay, he didn't.
No,
Okay,
he didn't.
I didn't get no tax or
Nothing-
anything. He
nothing.
didn't get traded. I just find it incredibly weird. I just feel so bad for Indy. They were so excited to have this guy, and he deserves a second shot. He failed with Denver, so what? They were not a good
No,
team.
they weren't that good.
They weren't good. Granted, Indy's not necessarily a good team either, but being a head coach,
I'd rather be the
is,
head coach for the Lions than the Colts.
it's an amazing experience. An amazing opportunity that a lot of people don't get to do, and you
No,
gotta
yeah.
treasure that.
Mhm.
And I think he took it I'm not gonna hate because he got paid. He's and like you said, if you get a Ferrari,
I'm pretty sure he's the highest paid.
like you said, if you get the keys to Ferrari, you're gonna drive the Ferrari.
Exactly.
You might not drive it well. You might crash it.
Yeah, you gotta learn
But-
for 2 years.
but
But
hey.
what kind of disturbed me about the whole thing was how I don't know who came out and said this, but someone said that Bill was going to teach McDaniels the intricacies of running an organization, so how to handle cap space and everything else like that. If he was actually ready to become a head coach, that's something he probably would have known
Already, yeah. Right?
So maybe he was ready and then just realized
Do you think
you
Bill
know, maybe
will?
it was a little too overwhelming for him, and he kind of had to take a step back, and Robert Kraft kind of just slapped him with some realization real quick, yo, bro, you're not ready to be a head coach, especially for a team that
Needs
is as
rebuilding.
much of a mess as it is.
Yeah,
as the Colts are.
and but I just feel bad because they lost their starting middle linebacker to the car crash that Sunday, and then this happened. Literally, it's just weird because he was there. He was gonna be there. He hired coordinators already that were in the building. It's
Shit happens.
it does. It's just a
Shit,
thing.
Gordon Hayward was supposed to be on a basketball team all year. He broke his fucking leg. Shit happens.
And he might actually come back. They were saying anyway. I don't know. I don't. Think so.
I'd rather see him sit out all year.
Yeah, I think so too. You
don't
don't
need
play
him.
with that injury.
We don't need
play
you
with
this
it.
year. Let us just make the playoffs. We have a great chance at still beating the Cavs and going to the finals anyways.
What do you,
Straight garbage.
You guys know how I feel about the Blake Griffin trade. Thank you for watching that video. Almost has 100 views. What did you think of the Blake Griffin trade to Detroit?
I was surprised.
I was shocked. It came out of nowhere.
Mostly because I don't think they got enough value back for him.
The funny thing is, the two guys we got with him, we just traded today.
I know. I mean, like...
They clearly just wanted Blake. They wanted to pair Blake and Drummond together.
Yeah, but still, it's... Like, it fits, it makes sense.
5-game win streak.
Now you have a front court that really can't shoot free throws.
No, Drummond's doing
Blake's good. Okay. Drummond's getting better.
Yeah. He's shooting really good this year, actually, from free throw.
Oh, so he actually improved over last year, or was he like 15 to 20% higher than he was?
Yeah, he's shooting like 68 to 70.
That's a lot better, actually.
Dude, he's known to shoot 20%
bad last year.
He was known to shoot 20%.
Yeah.
He really improved his free throw to the point he's not getting fouled at the end of games.
Stay away from him on draft leagues because he just dropped your percentage points.
He's not getting fouled at end of games anymore. Like Drummond, he's getting to finish games now because he's hitting. We're on a 5-game win streak. We are playing incredibly well with Blake Griffin. He's such a good ball handler. I know you guys are really kind of concerned about the money, but it ain't my money, so I don't care. I don't care. Like, I ain't paying him. Like, I don't care if we're paying him in 2022 like $40 million or whatever or some ridiculous. Like I'm just excited that he's here. He's potentially the 5th best player in the East. You know, 5th or 6th best player in the East. Definitely, probably number one.
You could argue he's even higher.
He is probably the best power forward in the East by a long shot.
No, that's LeBron James.
He's a small forward, though.
LeBron plays whatever he wants.
That's true. There is no position anymore, I feel like. If Ben Simmons is starting at point, there's no...
Yeah. If LeBron wants to be the best center in the NBA, he could.
He probably, yeah. I'll probably do another video because a lot of NBA trades happened today. It was a trade deadline. We're going to probably move on. Was there any more sports stuff before you want to go into gaming? Because this is, I'm sure most of you are going to skip this portion of the video, but we love sports, man. We want to talk. A lot of great sports things are happening. It's been insane, you know. I'm really excited as a Pistons
Congratulations to Jimmy Garoppolo and his massive contract. Well deserved.
So you guys can't hate on Stafford anymore. He is not the highest paid QB anymore.
I hate on Jimmy G's.
Yeah. Now he is the highest paid.
Doesn't make any sense, but whatever. It's football.
It doesn't make sense. So what is... You know what? Let's talk about this. Let's talk about, free agency at NFL really quick. Alex Smith is traded to Redskins. Where do you want Kirk Cousins to go? If I'm Jacksonville, I make a shot at him.
Bro, I hear people saying this all the time. I honestly don't think that Kirk Cousins is that much of an upgrade over Blake Bortles. I very much think that they're like very much the same player. Blake's younger. So he just doesn't have the experience Kirk has, so Kirk has matured a little bit and gotten better.
The thing is, if they run the same offense they did with Blake in the playoffs, they're going to be good. They're going to be really fine.
Yeah,
but you can't waste this defense. You cannot waste this defense.
The thing about it is...
Because Calais Campbell's getting older.
They're going to be good for probably 3 years.
Yeah.
I don't think their offense has enough weapons to utilize a quarterback like Kirk Cousins.
Well, they're getting Hearns back. He's come back from injury.
Bro,
he was their guy.
Bro, you can toss out all these no-name receiving bums that they have.
Dude, he was a beast for them.
It's fine. I get it. You can toss out the no-name bums that catch balls for them every week. Because it was someone different every freaking week. Someone coming off the street and just catching 200 yards.
They're a run-heavy team, for sure. They're going to
rely on Fournette. What I would really like to see the Jags do to make them better, go out, get you a running back that can back up Fournette. That can legitimately back up Fournette and almost do what he does.
So what
about... Because Yeldon can't, and I can't remember the other, I think it might have been Chris Ivory.
Yeah, they do have Ivory. They do have Ivory there.
Something like Ivory, just younger, because Ivory kind of is that back.
He kind of is, but yeah, like you said, he's just not on the field enough. So what about the Browns? Do you give Kaiser another shot? Do you draft a QB?
I mean, if I was smart, I would give Kaiser another start. I don't.
They have two. I
don't want to see.
They have the first and fourth.
I don't want to see the Browns attempt. I mean, they could go after Kirk Cousins. That wouldn't be a bad thing to do for the Browns. and actually that might even help Kaiser in the long run.
Yeah.
But don't draft a quarterback. Don't pick one up. Don't try to trade for Nick Foles.
One of their two picks, the first and the fourth, they got to get Saquon Barkley or
They need to.
They got to get Barkley for sure. With one of those.
Whether
Picks.
they upgrade on offense or defense, it doesn't matter. Just they cannot draft a quarterback with their first pick. They cannot.
I agree.
It's almost.
I agree.
At this point in time, it's almost a waste. I don't believe quarterbacks coming out of college are getting better. I actually think the NFL is just getting worse.
Yeah, it's more of a spread offense stuff. Yeah.
Defenses, they're not as complicated as they used to be.
It's so hard to do it. It's just so hard to play defense.
It really
just
is.
really is. Like, you can't touch anybody. Oh, penalty.
But still, that's. I mean,
you can't.
penalties are penalties.
Yeah.
But
it's tough. Like, the rules change every year.
do.
You don't know it. Like, it gets into. Well, how about Jets? Like, there's a list of teams. Like the Jets. Like, who is Kirk Cousins? He's clearly going to play for a different team.
For the Jets.
Like, if they're going to pay you $34 million a year, you would.
I still wouldn't play for the Jets.
But somebody is. I'm saying, where does Kirk fit for you? Like, with all the Arizona, maybe?
Arizona was going to be my guess.
Arizona?
They have the offensive talent to still be able to utilize his arm strength and his accuracy. Because I don't think Larry Fitzgerald is done.
No, I don't think so.
But yeah, I don't think
Fitz won't never play for another team.
Yeah. Denver maybe could be an okay spot for him to land, but
I think Denver.
That's another one of those kind of like fringe offenses that
it's just
they're there, but they're not really there.
It's just their windows. Their defense is so good, and their window's
gone.
Like their window, like you could tell once Payne was gone, they're just not the same. Like Simeon wasn't getting done. They drafted Paxton Lynch high, and he just doesn't seem to be.
Chris Harris and everybody else. So.
Like
TJ Ward's gone.
They're gonna cut Talib for sure, or trade him. Probably cut him.
They've been trying to trade him.
So it's really interesting. It should be such an interesting offseason. There's a lot of teams with cap. It's too early to tell. I mean, it literally is just beginning now. There's a whole process, draft, everything.
And
every
year they hype up the quarterbacks in the draft.
Yeah.
There's
some good talent this year. Not quarterback, but like everything else.
I would take last year's top 2 drafted quarterbacks over any of the quarterbacks coming out this year except Lamar Jackson.
Yeah,
Lamar's not even on people's list. Like,
he's not. He might be like a 4th round or 5th round.
Yeah, most people are thinking he's gonna play athlete. No, let that guy develop as a quarterback because he could be lethal if he develops any kind of because he has the arm and he has the speed. It's just developing mentally into a better quarterback.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. So let's move on to gaming. Let's talk some games. What do you want to talk about first?
Monster Hunter.
The thing right behind us. Boom. Monster Hunter World.
Whatever.
It sold, I think in 2 weeks, it sold like 3 million, 4 million copies or something like that.
Doing better than Dragon Ball?
I'm by a long shot, I would assume.
Really?
Yeah. Monster Hunter World is not... Actually, I'm wrong. I think it sold 6 million. It sold like...
I really thought Dragon Ball's initial burst was going to be better, like its first month or two. And then Monster Hunter beat it out.
We're not saying that. Dragon Ball Fighters is an incredible fighting game.
Both great games.
It's a fantastic.
These are 10s.
Yeah, but
we're talking about 2 10s that released on the same day.
Monster Hunter reaches a much broader audience for sure.
Nah, I wouldn't say that.
I would say
I wouldn't have said that before the game.
For sure, after the beta, this game plays incredibly smooth. It plays really well, and the numbers prove it, man. 6 million sold, like probably counting.
You gotta check those numbers.
Like it's something like that. They sold something ridiculous.
Check yourself, bro.
They sold a ridiculous amount of games. Like it sold a lot.
Let me check. For a game to try to simplify itself enough to attract to other people outside of Japan. And it doing it in small ways, not like huge changes.
Yes.
So, think of the words.
Monster Hunter World breaks sales record.
What is it?
Over 6 million copies sold. I was right.
But yeah, just from making the combos a little easier to do.
That's the thing.
Making the command prompts for your combos and like what buttons do what. on the screen.
It's
like there's little things that they
not,
did just to make the game better.
Not just only that, like, you know, Monster Hunter is always considered a clunky game. This game is smooth as butter.
This game,
I mean, it's smooth.
On the rare occasion, maybe when you activate like a trap that's in the world, it gets a little clunky.
Yeah,
but there's a lot going on.
But like, I'm talking about like movement in general and stuff. Okay. Like, it's so smooth.
The other couple days ago, I was just running around on my own expedition. Found Anjanath. I was like, all right, I'm gonna kick this thing's butt. Started beating it up, and then he ran away and ran up to the nest where usually the Rathalos or the Tobi Kadachi are chilling.
A bigger monster chilling, yeah.
So he walks up there, and all three of the Apex Predators that
fight
are
each
on
other?
the map are at one time are at the same spot. So it was the Jagras, the Anjanath, and the Tobi Kadachi all just like going at it, and I'm just sitting there with my switchbacks just swinging away, hitting everything.
Unfortunately, I made a mistake and wasn't uploaded our beta gameplay. Chad and I played a lot of the beta. We were having some fun with it. It's an incredibly great game. I'm glad it sold 6+ million. It's counting. It's selling. It's breaking records. It's funny to see some of the Switch owners a little salty on it because they don't have it. And I'm really shocked in Nintendo in general because they have Monster Hunter Double Cross Switch for Japan. I'm shocked they haven't brought it over.
I don't know why they haven't.
I don't know why they haven't brought it over for.
A decent game too.
Because to give those guys a Monster Hunter, because they're so used to Monster Hunter now on portable and 3DS and stuff like that. Why not give those, give them something to play? There's just no way Monster Hunter World. I'm just gonna tell you guys, like, I'm a Switch owner as well. There's no way Monster Hunter World
can on the Switch.
It cannot work on the Switch. It's just
they came out and said it themselves.
Yeah, they did. Capcom.
They were like, this is not meant for a portable device. This game was for the big consoles.
Yes, it was. It was for a home experience, and it proves that it's well worth it because people been waiting since PS2.
And this is also really okay. Matchmaking is a pain in the butt, and joining your own sessions and like.
You think they could patch that a little bit?
They could make it a lot easier. I could see why they do it the way they do because there is so much going on in the game. You can specify it.
I do agree with you with that because I remember when you and me were trying to figure out forever, like how to match up to. I'm like, how do I get you in the party?
It's still kind of a pain. And unless you like actually have friends already, that you can just like invite yourself or just bring up to the Gathering Hub and join your session. But yeah. The game is awesome. The game's so much fun.
The game's incredible. We're getting to the point in the year, or usually January is a slow month, but it was a pretty big month for Monster Hunter, DBZ Fighters, and stuff. Now, Shadow Colossus just came out
at the end of the month.
Yeah, Dissidia came out. Shadow Colossus just came out 2 days ago. It got amazing reviews as usual. We expect
the game looks fantastic.
They're rumored to be working on another game already, which is really interesting. Another remaster already. So I wonder what they're going to be remastering.
Oh, Bluepoint is?
Yep, they're working on. They are the best at when it comes to full remaster. They are so good. That game runs so incredibly well. Really excited. I do have the theme for it. I need to pick it up pretty soon though. I want to redive. I have that game. I have it on PS2 and I have it on PS3, but I would love to buy the remaster for sure. Probably the biggest game I'm looking forward to. We're gonna talk about God of War in a second here, but Far Cry 5 next month for me. I'm pretty hyped for.
I knew you were a Far Cry fan.
I love Far Cry.
I'm not so excited on it just because it is Far Cry. It usually kind of is usually the same thing.
I don't know. It changed the first-person shooter for me a lot because it's open world. I can travel this map. I can do whatever the hell I want. I've always liked that.
I do think they're taking a little bit of a risk with their
Montana,
with what they're focusing
the
on.
Religious stuff. Yeah, it is. They got a heat for it, but they're like, hey,
it's Far Cry.
It's a video game.
Yeah.
It's a video game.
What was it? The third one or second or third one where the dude like. I can't remember.
I think you're talking about Voss, number 3.
Yes.
3 is probably the best one in my opinion. 3 got me far.
Wait. Isn't that the one where you're like in Asia?
No, that's 4.
Okay.
That's 4. That's with Pagan Man.
Yeah, that one's one's funny.
With
Where
Troy
you can
Baker.
win the game by just sitting in that room for like 5
Yes.
minutes.
It's really interesting. It's funny, like, that game is like 3-4 years old now. I'm going to talk about the spoiler ending of that game. It's hilarious. When you finally get to pay, like, in 3, Vaz was such an incredible villain. Like, his presence was amazing.
He made you do bad shit all the time.
Yeah. Like, well, he
forced you to do bad shit.
Well, he kills, like, all your friends. And like, it's messed up. Anyway, because you guys are on vacation. But anyway, Pagan Man, I thought, was a really good villain. You just never saw him enough. Troy Baker always gives an outstanding performance. But the ending's incredible. Like, you finally get to Pagan Man, and he's, like, eating this dinner. Fancy, rich bastard. Just eating his dinner.
He's still in his pink suit.
Yeah, in his pink suit. He's eating his dinner and shit. And he goes, oh, I'm not the crazy gun-looting maniac that just left my home and just started killing and looting and everything. And I sat there and I thought, I'm like, oh yeah, I did do that. Like, I didn't have to. I just
messed this whole place up.
I'm like, yeah, I kind of did do all those things. And then they give you an option to kill him or not kill him. Yeah. And I just popped him in the face.
Of course you did. Why not?
I'm a G, bro. Golden God. Golden God, golden gun. Boom.
Sorry, you.
You can do the pose. It's okay.
No, I can't. Like, I don't do it properly. It's just kind of like something I just kind of like throw up in the air.
Everyone copies it because Matt did it.
He did it. What he did last week or the anime time thing was hilarious.
Yeah, it was. He always does it.
Because that was like my favorite part, and that's why I liked it. Because I was like, he hit the pose.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw you. I laughed at it, but no, I'm really excited. Like, this year of gaming's great. I'm really disappointed in Nintendo America, unless there's a shock announcement of Bayo 1 and 2 Collector's Edition for America, like, in the next couple of weeks, because the game's about to be out in, like, a week and a half.
What are you saying that they didn't announce?
We are not getting... Nintendo America, we are not getting the Collector's Edition of Bayonetta.
Just the Collector's Edition, though.
We're getting the game, but we're not getting the Collector's.
Okay.
I wanted the Climax Edition.
Yeah, but that...
I wanted that.
BG and okay.
Well, Europe and Japan got it. I want it.
I'll hook you up with a website. You can probably buy it from there.
The reason why I wanted it is because they had the nice steel book, and the Xenoblade one here came with a steel book, and now I'm like into that. Like, I'm into it. It's a bad contagion.
Monster Hunter was a steel book.
I'm in a bad mojo. I got a whole bunch of steel books now.
I'm really salty that I didn't buy the collector's edition Monster Hunter.
I'm shocked you didn't. The Pro, by the way, I saw an unboxing of it. Oh my god, I still want it. I still want it so bad.
Sexy console.
It's so beautiful.
I would buy it just to like put it in a box and show it off as art.
Put it in a display case, right? Like, but we're getting to the amazing moment of games now. Like, there's like March is about to hit. It's always a crazy month of video games.
Right around the corner.
But what do you do you want to talk about God of War now? What else did you want to bring up to mind?
Oh, there's not really too much to say about God of War except that we have
a date, 4/20.
It is 4/20.
Shameless plug. Thank you for all the views on that.
The Labo comes out on the same day, which is also
a little strange.
Interesting.
Sure. What do you think of that?
Strange. I think that's genius.
I think so too. I think it's good. I think it's getting a lot of hate, but it's not mine. I'm not gonna buy it. Like,
yeah, it's not gonna buy it. But it's not. Okay.
It's for kids. It's
not just meant for kids. It's meant for students. It's meant for families. It's something that a younger or a father could do with his child. You know,
well,
just
clearly,
like how I used to do model cars with my dad.
Yeah.
This is kind of like the new age of that. You don't see.
I wish I was a 6-year-old right now with that stuff.
Model cars.
Like, dude, I'm like, bro, these kids are lucky, man. They get to play with that cool stuff.
Right? Because that backpack ain't for an adult, bro.
Yeah,
and if it does, I'm all over it. I'm robot arming.
I feel like I'm gonna rip that.
I'm just kidding. I don't have a Switch.
Like, I feel like I would rip that. I do, and I love my Switch.
No, you just need to like tone it down and realize that, oh yeah, this is meant for a 5-year-old, not.
As a golden god, I don't know my strength, so I just. Could you imagine? I spent $80 on that box and just rip it.
Supposedly they're either doing separate packs to where you can buy the cardboard again, or they're giving you one refund on the cardboard.
Yeah, I heard they were gonna give a refund. Yeah, I heard that too. I heard they were gonna give a refund.
I can't see them selling this as a one-off thing and not doing like replacement packs on the side.
And I feel like they're gonna constantly keep doing it. There might be even a direct this month.
And if you're cool enough, you can just make your own.
Cardboard's everywhere. Yeah, very true. What do you think of the release date for God of War, and what do you think about the story? Did you watch the story trailer?
Yes, 420.
What do you think about that?
Really, really weird date for God of War.
Yeah, I thought it'd be March for sure.
It had to get delayed a month. It got delayed a month.
Yeah. I don't think it got delayed at all. I think it was just perfect timing.
No,
I think
it was supposed to be March.
Was it?
Yeah,
Okay.
because they were aiming for that God of War annual release date. That
Yeah, because that's what it usually is March. Like 3/20 is usually its release date.
You kind of got the hint of it at PSX because Corey hinted that it was
slightly
he did, behind, but not really behind. A month behind isn't bad at all.
No, it's...
So you take the extra month, polish it as much as you want. I want that game to look crisp. I want his axe.
What do you think of the story trailer?
We
got a lot of tidbits from it.
It scared me, actually, to tell you the truth, because...
I want to know your honest, raw reaction from it.
I don't think Kratos is going to lose his touch as a jerk. I just don't think it's going to be...
Control rage, probably.
No, I actually disagree with that, because I do believe he's going to freak out at some point in time. But,
probably towards the end.
I don't think... Like, just trying to deal with his kid or whatever and bring him through and grow him up and then
it's officially his child, by the way.
Yeah,
we found out in the trailer that it is his child.
And I am a little curious about how his mother does die.
Yeah. You're 0 for 2 Kratos with lives,
but
man. 0 for 2.
I'm worried about it because I don't want Kratos to become too soft and not badass enough.
I don't think he's too soft. I think he's just really
learned. Okay.
I think he matured a little bit, and I liked it.
I don't want him to mature, is what I'm
saying. I know.
He's
you want
him
God
of War for a reason.
Well, this is what I like. I like what
they... to be crazy Kratos.
This is what we also found out in the trailer, that they mention, like, how he's in Norse mythology now. Yeah. He's like, oh, you're not... We know you're a god, but not from here. Yeah. Like, you have this power. And I just remember his little kids, like... How do you know? Like, he's like, you gotta control yourself. He's like, how do you know? How do you know? He's like, you can't, like, do this to gods. He's like, how do you know? How do you know? Like, little fella, I am a god.
I've done this.
I am a god.
Like, I did this to my own family.
But I like that emotion, and I like this different form of Kratos. We're still gonna see those rage moments.
Dude,
I think we're gonna see those.
I'm gonna be really disappointed if at some point in time in the game, he doesn't Spartan rage mode and those... If the blades don't come out at some point in time, I'm gonna be.
They kind of hinted at it because he was taking
be a little salty. And yes, I'm really curious at what those bands are over his arm. That was.
They hinted at the blades.
It was in the teaser or the trailer we got at E3 when I freaked out about it because I don't think people saw the arm guards.
Yeah.
Or paid attention to them, and I was like.
I think a lot of people were freaked out because, like, why the hell does he have an axe and all
who cares?
this stuff?
I'm down for Kratos.
Yeah, I'm cool with that. But this is the thing. I think
we'll see weapon.
I think we'll see his rage in the Blades of Chaos finishing moves on a boss fight. I think that's what's gonna happen. You're gonna fight a big boss.
I don't think you're gonna see them until the very end of the game. Like if you,
I don't think they wait that long.
I do think they wait that long because I think it's something that he technically loses that you're trying to gain back.
Maybe. That could be interesting, too. I never thought about it that way. Maybe he did lose it. To me, I think he's controlling his rage. Because remember
it's corrupted.
Because remember the trailer?
It could be corrupted.
Remember the opening... It could be.
So he's trying to hold it back.
Remember the trailer 2 years ago when it got revealed at E3, when they opened up E3 with it and they played it, and you saw that rage beater build and then it just kind of stopped? I think...
No, it built and used it. The only difference was instead of him freaking out and the blades coming out, he just freaks out and
true.
Goes all Spartan rage,
which I mean,
that's what, in my opinion, is just as cool as the blades.
Yeah, which I think it's going to be a thing. I think you're going to see it at boss fights. Yeah. I think you're going to see.
I really hope we don't see it like early.
Do you like the?
Early.
You think they're going to make us wait till the final boss fight 35 hours in? Like, this game's going to be extremely long. What do you think?
It's actually going to have some endgame content to it, too.
What do you think of that? Do you like it a longer... We're used to God of War 5, 10 minutes, 5 hours, 5 hours.
Linear God of War story. Especially if it's going to be a story.
Yeah.
The last games, even though it kind of told a story, it wasn't shaped as a story. It was, platforming, beat 'em up kind of thing. With puzzles thrown in.
Yeah, there will be puzzles for sure.
Oh yeah, but if it's gonna be
A lot of people seem...
Because it's pseudo-open world. It's not really open world.
It's not completely, yeah.
It's going to be linear. It has
Which
to be...
I have no problem with.
No, it has to be if it's going to be a story.
Yeah.
But think about Persona. Even though Persona's kind of big and somewhat open...
It's still contained.
Still really...
Yeah, it's still
linear.
contained a little bit.
So I think that's what this... I think that's how God of War is going to take care of itself. And
do you like...
watch it play out.
Do you like this newer angle and direction of God of War? Because a lot of people are really freaking out about it.
Bro, if he gets to rock a frost axe the whole game, I am fine with it. I am cool.
I'm really
Direct
excited.
it towards the Norse mythology all you want. If that's all it... Bro, there was a dragon. There was a goddamn dragon in the game.
Well, it's
You're going to fight
mythology.
that dragon.
So...
You know you're fighting the dragon.
Do you know any other Norse gods besides Loki, Odin, and Thor? Like who else?
Not off the top of my
Fenrir,
head.
Fenrir, the giant wolf. He could be.
Fenrir, yeah.
He could be
There's
one.
a handful of them.
I don't know who else there is.
I can't
Let us
remember
know down
off the
below
top
if
of
you
my head.
guys know. If you guys know any other Norse gods, I'm really excited about this. You guys really liked my reaction vid. I really appreciate that. Let's talk about another delayed game, which honestly we all expected. Like we all saw this coming.
I'm glad it didn't get delayed a year.
Well, yeah, I feel like October is the perfect time for Red Dead 2.
It
like
could
it's
be very
just
scary though because
what else is slated right there for now?
That's what I'm saying. It could be scary
Yeah.
because there's going to be something that's going to be coming out.
Hey, if I'm anybody, I ain't moving my date around.
Like Dreams. What if Dreams comes out around that same time?
Oh, then Dreams is dead.
I don't think so. I
think people are
first of
gonna
all
get
because
dead.
that's two completely different audiences that
It is.
that it's hitting. And
Except for me, it hits me.
I actually think Dreams is gonna be better and more interactive than people think it is.
I think Dreams is a June title for me.
And
I think it's June.
no offense, bro, but
Maybe
even
Spider-Man
though
is
a lot
June?
of people pick up Red Dead, a lot of people still are stuck on GTA Online, and that might hit Red Dead in a salty way. Because if they're still pumping out and GTA is still kicking ass like it always does, especially in October.
Yeah. It sold 15 million last year. Grand Theft Auto 5
Yeah,
for
and
PS4.
it's 6 years old.
Yeah. It's old as shit.
It's ridiculous.
It's old. The thing is,
But they can't. My point is that they can't keep supporting GTA 5 online and do the same things to Red Dead 2.
I think the
If
opposite.
they try it, it's gonna mess it up.
Yeah. This is what I think.
It's gonna be too much.
I think Red Dead 2 is gonna just kill off GTA a little bit.
I really don't think so. 'Cause
I think they're
two
gonna-
completely different games.
They are, but it's such an amazing story, and I think you're underestimating the Red Dead 2 hype. A lot of people really want this game.
I don't think a lot of people understand how good the story is. Because even me, like,
I think
like the first game, but I'm not a big fan of GTA games or Rockstar games. So, like, these
I know
games
what you're saying, but what
appealing
did
to me.
the first game do than most GTA's ever done? It won Game of the Year.
Yeah, but also on a year that wasn't very hard to win Game of the Year, though.
It won Game of the Year by long. I kind of agree. There was but it won. It won it still. It's still Game of the Year, and it was clearly the best game
It
that
will
year.
not be Game of the Year this year. Red Dead 2 will not be Game of the Year.
It's gonna be. It's coming out a little too late. I think.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I guess that didn't stop Mario, right? Yeah.
No, it didn't. Not at all.
That's so too early to tell. Like, it's just, we don't know yet. We don't even know, like, I hate to say it. I think Red Dead 2 is going to be a masterpiece, but we don't know yet. We don't freaking know if that game's going to be good. That game
of the Year nominee.
That game might suck.
Monster Hunter World.
But I don't know. I don't think
Early predictions for you. Very early.
Monster Hunter World is going to be your game of the year. Really too early to tell, Chad.
Bro, if it's already cranked over 6 million copies.
That's a lot. I mean, I bet Red Dead does that in a week, though.
No.
I think so.
No. I don't think there's that many people looking forward to Red Dead.
I think you underestimate the love of Red Dead.
I'm not underestimating the Red Dead hype because I know it's there.
Not the hype. I'm just talking about the love. Like,
that-
people, the appreciation for the game that people... You don't think people do, but I think people really do.
Like,
We'll find out in October,
all right,
for
put
sure.
it this way. Do you think the younger generation that's coming up, growing up on GTA 5, is going to be interested in Red Dead? I don't think so.
I think the younger generation that shouldn't buy an M-rated game
Doesn't
that
matter,
can't
it's
even
gonna get
can
bought,
buy.
bro.
But our generation is gonna hit that game hard. Our generation is gonna buy a crap ton of Red Dead.
I'm not.
And honestly, these, oh, I will because I'm excited for that game. And honestly, these consoles, primarily PS4, Xbox One, are directed towards us. They're not really for little kids. That's what they're hitting. That's what they're banking on. And with PS4, I think PS4 is going to be at like 8 or like what is it? It's going to be at like 30 million or something. Wait, what? How far are they ahead? Like, I think 30. They're going to be at like 30 million by March. I think they're targeting.
That's crazy.
That's insane how many consoles they're selling. That's a lot of people. That's a lot of people. And that's really, really interesting. I'm really excited for Red Dead 2. The hype is real, but I'm happy. Like, October, I think, is a perfect sweet spot for it. I don't think it's really, I don't think it's a thing people need to freak out about, because I don't even think it was ever going to come out, and there was no date for it anyway. So I don't even know how you could call it a delay. Like,
I think it was a delay because I do believe they said it was going to be
a summer game,
spring or summer game.
Yeah.
But they never.
They never are. They never are. Like it's so typical. Some people still get upset about delays. I'm okay with it. I play so many games.
Really.
Like I need
Look
to
at
catch
Assassin's
up.
Creed.
Yeah, like
It worked.
it worked really good. Really, really good.
Let them cook. Hey, I've been waiting for Kingdom Hearts 3 for like 15 years.
What about
It's gonna be fantastic.
This is really amazing.
Game of the year.
Yeah, right. Nintendo Switch has sold almost 15 million units.
Okay, so the Nintendo Switch had such a good, was it December, I believe, that it became, I think it took over PlayStation spot as the best selling console ever.
In America, yeah. In America, not in Japan, but in America.
Which is insane.
It's super incredible.
Insane.
It's really incredible that it sold that much. Well, I'm really shocked that it has sold that much because, to be fair, I love my Switch. You know, you guys, you saw me put 200 on Xenoblade and, those Xeno boobs. But there's still a lot of stuff missing from this. Don't get me wrong. I love the Switch hype. I love my Switch a lot. But they really still need, it's still very bare bones. There's not even Netflix on here. There's no marketplace. Like, the marketplace needs to be redone.
That's not coming out until October too, right?
Yeah, they mentioned the internet will be October as well.
I'm pretty sure they announced.
They need to update some stuff. But I mean, it's still very bare bones to me. I beat Odyssey and I beat Xenoblade literally day after each other.
You should go back into Zelda.
And I really should, but I kind of want to play Nier, and I've been playing my Wii U of all things because I want it. You make a Switch, I hope. And the reason why I bring that up is that the Switch is doing so well that Xenoblade Chronicles 2, which blew my mind how well this sold. In a month in December, it sold over 1 million. It's the best selling Xenoblade game ever.
I think the Switch helped that out.
The Switch clearly helped that out, but it sold over 1 million this game.
Bro,
in a month.
The console sold a shitload less.
I know, but in a month, I would not expect this game to sell 1 million plus units.
Maybe people wanted to see the Xeno boobs.
The Xeno boobs. As you guys know, I'm missing 3 Xeno boobs. Before I got to the ending, I ripped like 200 core crystals. Could not get the last 3, including Cosmos. Where I was like, F it, I'm just gonna beat the game. So I need to go back and get those 3. And I need to get the expansion pass. I know they dropped some DLC content.
At least when you hit the wall, you had the one you could get past the wall with.
It hurt, man. It hurt. I wanted so bad to pull the last 3. And I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna beat the game. And then you guys saw my final thoughts video, and the ending, it was really an amazing story. I really think you guys are going to kill me because everyone hates ports. But I really think they should port over the first game and Xenoblade Chronicles X. They should put both of them on there, on the console.
The first one might be
too old.
Rough.
Too old, yeah. But they would have to redo it. I mean, not just throw it on there.
That's why it would be a little rough.
Like, redo
that
it.
is a massive game.
This is too. It's insane. And you know how many people worked on this game?
Is it one longer than this?
I don't think so.
You don't think so, huh?
I think this one.
No.
I think some of the open worlds are a little bit bigger in one for sure, but this one was worked with 40 people. Only 40 people made this game because they were working on like Zelda and a few other things. Like the whole team was split. Yeah, it was Monolith Soft. Nintendo's got them working on everything. And it's such a special game. If some of you asked me to do like a spoiler cast, and I'm like, I would love to, but no one of my group of friends have played it, so I was the only one that
Sorry,
played
guys.
200.
Levi can do a spoiler cast by himself.
I guess I could, but just play it for yourself. If you have a Switch and you're looking for a fun action RPG, play it. It's not better than Persona 5.
Some time on your hands.
Do not. Like, because I put, like, 200... You probably will beat the game in 60. I could have easily beat the game in 60 hours. But I was like, you know what? I really want those rare blades, man.
I'm going to grind them out.
Well, I did everybody's affinity tree. It's a long story. Let's just move on from it. I'm just really excited about... I just really had fun with the characters. I know a lot of you guys didn't like the ending, but I was okay with the ending. It's fine. I was really shocked. Slight spoiler is the only spoiler I get. This game's actually connected to the first game. And I was really blown away by it. I was like, what the?
Was it at the Menudos or something like that?
It wasn't till the end of the game, which was perfect for it. Which I like that. I was like, oh.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Oh, like it blows you away. Do you need to play the first game? No. Because I didn't spend $100 on Xenoblade. And I didn't buy the 3DS version because I didn't like how it looked on 3DS. So that's why, you know, your boy kind of wants it on the, the port and the remaster.
Yeah, just give it to him.
Yeah. Give me this one first, because you're going to see some gameplay of this really soon. And I totally want that to have second life.
If he ever buys Monster, maybe you can see us go on a hunt.
I will definitely eventually get mine. I've been really slow this year because I just want to finish up some stuff.
You're not going to buy Monster.
I will definitely buy
grind.
Oh, it's fun though. It's a fun grind, and all my friends have it, and everyone's like, "Hey, why don't you have it?" And I'm like, "My bad,
bum."
Yeah, like my bad, bro. What else are you looking forward to this year? As we know, I know you guys heard a lot from me.
Fortnite, bro.
Okay,
very curious to see where Fortnite's going to be heading shortly. If most of you don't know, Fortnite's a battle royale mode, or it has a battle royale mode. It's kicking ass.
We play it all, like you play it especially all the time,
ass.
but you, me, and the Aussies play it every once in a while together.
It gets updated almost every week now. They've improved a lot.
Right now, no, I'm joking.
I was actually playing that last night.
Overwatch is dope.
They improved a lot of like the shooting mechanics, so the shooting's actually gonna be more challenging and I wouldn't say it's gonna take more skill, because they're actually fixing it to where your first shot's more than likely gonna hit if you're
Epic Games makes this, right?
Yeah.
Shout out to you guys. I am so impressed with your diligence of always improving this game. It's insane. For a game that's free.
Not just that. They've tried it with a lot of their games, and Paragon just got the can.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't doing as well.
I don't know. MOBA's not my thing.
Well, Paragon had went through so many changes.
It did, yeah. They were trying to find a medium.
They tried to make it good, and then every time they changed it, they pissed some people off. So it's hard to make MOBA people happy, to tell you the truth.
It really is. Like it really is. And it takes a lot of developers do not do patches like they're patching the game, like you said, almost weekly, adding new content. This game, I don't think most people know this in the gaming world. You know this, and especially if you watch streamers. Fortnite's like one of the #1 games ever. Like it's YouTube fire. Yeah. It is Twitch fire. Everybody knows Fortnite.
Like PUBG. Oh, Disrespect's back too. I thought that was hilarious.
Is he back? That's good.
He almost broke
a Twitch record.
The Twitch streaming record. He was like 12,000, 13,000 people short of breaking Tyler 1's record for the League of Legends thing.
That's insane to have that many people watching you play a game.
Right.
But Fortnite's an incredible experience. What they added with this recent
crossbow, man. The weirdest thing to put in a freaking game full of guns and grenades and things called boogie bombs and other things like
Spring
that.
traps and.
Yeah, it's fun stuff. But yeah, crossbow with infinite ammo too.
How do you feel about it? Is it too weak?
I haven't picked it up yet, so I don't know.
I know they added a minigun in the one before that, and you said it was okay.
Bro, okay, there's one problem I have with the minigun. The minigun's really fun. It isn't overpowered. It's almost like, it's like shooting a pistol, but it's a minigun. When you pick this thing up, or when you grab it or change it into your weapon slot, you go from one-handed to two-handed. You're carrying a minigun.
Yeah, you have to.
You don't get slower. Which I do believe you shouldn't be able to sprint with the minigun. It's kind of cheap.
It's kind of OP. When you say that's
it is
really OP.
really cool to see you just trucking along with a minigun.
First of all, you have to be the strongest person in the world to be doing it. Are you Rambo? Are you John Rambo
bro,
right now?
Some glitter girl or some weird thing.
Oh my god, it's incredible. Fortnite is such a simple game, and we're only talking about the battle royale. We're not even talking about the other game mode.
About Save the World until some more people play it.
Like the other game mode is really good too, where you build what's its name? It's Fortnite. You're actually building a fort to
It's called Save the World.
To save yourself from zombies and stuff, which is really cool, and it's really different. It's more like an RTS and stuff like that in that game mode. But a lot of people, Fortnite. Like, I remember when I first played with you, I'm like, holy crap, when I first downloaded it, I'm like, this game is super fun. I just remember just playing it with, shout out to Steve if he's watching. I just remember playing it with him too. Just started, I'm like, damn, like, I can see why everyone loves this game. And I started playing with you, then I met the Aussies, and we had such an amazing time just playing Fortnite. And
good times.
It's really, really a fun, amazing game. Very simple concept, very similar to PUBG. PUBG's still doing really good numbers. I think they patched the Xbox One version a lot, so it runs better. I think.
Finally.
I think. I don't know. Let me know down below if you guys know. I would like to turn on my Xbox One eventually this year. Sometime this year, like the free games this year. We're not my cup of tea right now.
Game Pass, bro.
Game Pass is an incredible idea. But Fortnite, it's officially out now. Like you can officially buy it, right? It's not in beta anymore.
No, the Save the World's still in early access.
It's still early access? Okay. Is Battle Royale still early access, or is it like fish?
Battle Royale's never been, I don't think Battle Royale's ever been in early access.
I thought it was. When I played it, I thought it was.
Maybe when we first started.
When I first started playing, I'm pretty sure it was early access.
Back in October or something.
Chad went all out on it and supported Epic for sure on it. It's really good. Apparently a lot of people are supporting it as well, which is great. It's great to see it. It was crazy to see it on Twitch #1 game. Like it took over League of Legends for like a few hours.
Which is crazy.
Then League was like, nah, bruh, I'm getting that back.
Well, let's go down. We're League.
Yeah. Which is, if you guys don't know, if you guys ever go to the #1 games on Twitch, it's always League. It's always League. But Fortnite, for a good period of time, was #1. Mm-hmm. I was like, wow, but everybody's playing this game. You should play it too. It's free. Go play it. It's fun. It's really fun. All you need is Plus to play it online, obviously, which is the Battle Royale mode. But yeah, very much like PUBG, but it's really good. It's really, really fantastic experience. Chad plays it all the time, and I always see him on there, and I'm like, there's only 67 people left, and Chad's probably gonna die right now.
And they'll probably die right
We've gotten close. We haven't officially won it as a team. We got to #2 a few times. Quite a few times.
a lot this past weekend, too.
Have you? Freaking, I'm trying to remember. There was some other video game stories I thought that there...
What, like news stories?
Yeah, there was there was some about Nomura. Like, I guess they changed how Cloud looks in the remake a little bit. In the art gallery, they had screenshots of the Final Fantasy remake. Because Final Fantasy just had an art gallery recently, and they had
Just to me.
The screenshots are online. They showed it to the people that were there, and that was it. They showed the 5 screenshots. But a lot of people said Cloud's design looks a little bit different. It looks a little bit normal, they said, which is okay. I mean, it's...
He went from a chibi bit character to
he's a lot more polygons than Cloud now. I don't know what he looks like, so I just remember a lot of people talking about it. Definitely stay tuned for some streams for sure. Follow my link. My Twitch account will be in the description below. Well, I'll be start streaming a lot of things soon. A lot of different things, and a lot of things are like a lot of things you're gonna be like, why are you playing a Wii U game? But I'm gonna show you why I'm playing a Wii U game. But a lot of stuff. Anything else you want to talk about, or you want to end the podcast? We did a good solid hour. I thought we were gonna do more, but
No, not really.
We
I've
covered
most of the news.
I covered
Talk
what I
sports.
wanted to talk about. You know, the Switch, Red Dead, God of War, Far Cry, PS4 still selling a lot. Oh, let's talk about this. We're way too far out. We'll end it on this. We're way too far out from E3 to even be predicting anything. But do you think of how the nature it is and how PS4 is still killing it? Do you think PS5 is announced this year?
No, we get specs this year at some point in time. PS5 will be a next year announcement.
That's what I think. I don't think they're gonna announce PS5. I think it's too soon. Your momentum is so good. You're gonna keep it going. Switch it. I know a lot of people.
Last of Us will end the console.
Probably that's a good way to go out. It's just the reason why I say that is because we don't have a release date for Catherine for America yet, and that game's coming out in December for Japan. So it's like we're probably not gonna get that game till 2019 summertime, probably. Which makes me thinking about it. Makes me really sad a little bit because I want to, the blondes have more fun.
Yeah. That's a perfect time to end the podcast.
But thank you guys so much. All the love and support. Thanks, Chad, again. Again, follow my Twitch channel down below. We'll start streaming on the regular. I will have some gameplay vids for you with my Vita TV. My Vita TV with Persona 4 and everything. Thank you so much. We're out.
I'm pulling McDaniels.
Yeah. Appreciate everything. Your fella, Straussman the GG, and Chad leaving right now. We outie.